Hi, my name is Sonia from Cosmic Harmony. I'm going to do a tarot reading for you today and see what messages come out. Remember, our outer world and experiences are a reflection of our inner world. So with the tarot, we can look and see what's going on in the outer world and the current energies coming towards us. By looking at our reflection through those stories and experiences, we can dive more deeply into our subconscious, which is creating every moment of our reality. By doing so, we become more aware of those patterns and more apt to heal, discovering who we really are, whole, and what we want to experience. We can choose making creation a more conscious experience. If you'd like a personal reading, email me at the email address down below. Also, there's information about writing stories and world meditations down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link for that. And lastly, I appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes. That helps me get the message out there and continue to do tarot readings. Thank you. Hi, this message is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Also remember the energies can be reversed, be about someone that you're dealing with. So I already pulled your cards. I've got Oracle and Tarot. I'm going to pull some additional cards to clarify. And what I'm seeing in this reading is there's everything is a reflection of us that we experience, but I'm seeing really heavy mirroring, really obvious is what I'm trying to get at. Like, it's really obviously seen. So, okay, so what I'm showing for the overall energy, the first card I got from the Alice in Wonderland Tarot is Impossible Things, but it's reversed. Okay, so what I am feeling from that is that you are looking at situations or people in your life that you're dealing with, and you feel like there's no solution. It's like you've got like that give up mentality, like they're never going to change, this is never going to change, there's nothing I can do, everything I do doesn't work type of attitude. Okay, and there was two cards that flipped out for you actually, and the other one was Painting the Roses Red, upright. And I'm going to read that message to start off because it is an overall theme for this reading. And well, just let me read this and then I'll get into it. But it says at the bottom of that card, covering up errors. Okay, and you'll see what I'm getting at when I read it to you. Where did it go though? Oh my god. Hold on, I lost the book. Okay, I found it. Okay, so Painting the Roses Red, covering up errors. Would you tell me, please, said Alice, a little timidly, why you are painting those roses? 5 and 7 said nothing, but looked at 2, and 2 began in a low voice. Why, the fact is, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose tree, and we put a white one in by mistake. And if the Queen was to find out, we should all have our heads cut off, you know. We all make mistakes. Every single one of us upon this planet has a mistake, misunderstood, done something that wasn't quite correct, mixed things up rather terribly. Today, people often complain and want perfection. Much like the dreaded Queen, they behave as if the right to cut people's heads off, to punish them if they have not carried out their assignments perfectly. The same applies to our soul assignments. Despite what our soul would best enjoy learning, we humans often misunderstand, heads off in another direction, and make some rather wonderful mistakes. Thankfully, unlike the Queen, our soul will not punish us. But we do need to do some work to make things right. While you may have tempted to cover up and not be open about what has happened, especially perhaps to yourself, it is truly best to see what can be done. If this relates to you on an everyday level, you are working for a person who will be unkind or cruel if you do not perform tasks perfectly. then you may need to find a way to peacefully escape the situation. That way you can enjoy white roses just as they are, without fear of making a mistake or making things even worse because you feel you must cover up an error to avoid punishment. White roses are perfect, lovely, and innocent. Do not try and cover up anything within yourself that you feel is not right, for fear of being punished for not presenting or behaving to expectation. The divination for this card is working for or being in a relationship with someone who is harsh on those who make mistakes, feeling forced to cover up errors to avoid punishment, fear of mistakes being discovered, hiding the evidence as the consequences are much harsher than mistake, feeling that what you need to do to stay safe is no longer reasonable. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you may be being like that to someone else, like seeing the mistakes in others and being harsh towards them for making the mistakes. But then also I feel like you may be like that with the opposite, on the opposite side with other people. So like you have to seem like you're performing perfect in the eyes of others, because of the mistakes that you are hiding within yourself. And I'll get to those mistakes in a minute, because it's showing up in this reading. But basically it's like you want to look good to other people because you're making all these mistakes and you're pointing out the errors in other people to make yourself look like you're this person you're trying to be for other people. I hope that was clear, because that's what I'm seeing here. So I'll break it down so hopefully it's clear as I go. Okay, so the first card that I got in this oracle is Thomas, and this is I don't know how to pronounce these, but that's what it looks like to me. Thomas. But this is like a really heavy feeling. You might be absent-minded or feel lazy in some areas of life, like feel like you have a bunch of things you need to do and you're not getting it done, okay? And this card is like Ojas or something like that. And this is basically saying that your personal health, so like your physical health, mental health, emotional health, all of it is suffering due to this heaviness that you got, okay, going on, okay? And, okay, here's where I think the part about you being perfect is coming in, okay? You are helping others too much, making you feel empty and numb, but you're helping them in a way where you expect them to do as you want them to. And the reason why you want them to behave this way is because you're not behaving that way with yourself. And so you think that you can fill this void by helping other people, expecting them to perform a certain way, and you will feel good about yourself. But you're not going to feel good about yourself until you're being like that with yourself. This card, the other card that came out, Kapha, oh, this is like Chinnamasta or something. Kapha, so I'm sorry if anyone knows how to pronounce these. But this is basically needing to let things go and taking care of your health. So like talks a lot about like your physical health for one, but then also like if there's toxic relationships or even the way you do relationships or the way you talk to yourself in your mind, it's like talking about needing to let things go. So okay, now these next cards, these are the Animal Spirit Oracle cards, and they show me like who people are on the inside and how they're presenting themselves. Okay, so first of all, I got the snake. Okay. Now with this snake, you can see he's eating his tail, okay? And what I'm getting from that is that you're actually eating yourself. So like all of the criticism, harshment, or judgment towards other people is how you are actually treating yourself, okay? You're doing this to yourself on the inside. And so that's why you're seeing the need to do it to the outside, or the need to for other people to conform is because you're really harshly judging yourself, wanting yourself to conform in a certain way that you're not doing. And this has something to do with creativity, because when we get into that, like the creative energy, basically it's like comes from source, whatever you call that source, if you call it God or universal consciousness or whatever it is. But that's where creativity comes and flows through, and you're blocking it basically. Like, see how it's like contained within the snake? You're not letting it out. You're blocking it by this veil of perfectionism, I guess, that you put on yourself and expect others to do for you. It's the paint over the white roses, the red paint, okay? And I'm not saying that you're not a good person. I actually, I'll get to it. This is controlling behavior. Again, I'm just seeing that same thing. Okay, this is the moth. So the moth talks about, it's like a flame that burns out quick. Okay, so I feel like there's things that you want to do, like goals you have, things you want to do, or like a person you see yourself being, and you'll start, but then stop and not like follow through or finish. It's like your flame burns out quick, okay? And that leaves you feeling like frustrated and like almost like failure-ish, if that means. And a lot of times that can have us like binge on certain things if you have any type of like addictive behaviors or anything. Or for instance, in this case, like this can be like, oh, well, I'm never gonna accomplish that dream, so I'm just gonna go and do this for so and so and say, right? And say, well, I can't do it because I have to do all those other things for other people. So it's like you're trying to get your validation from others, outside sources, by doing these things for them, making excuses for not doing the thing that you feel like on the inside you should be doing. Whereas if you actually took your energy from them and stopped trying to help them and focused on doing the thing that you feel like you that thing on the inside that you want to do, you would actually feel better about yourself and have more to give to other people if you really want to. So it's like you would be that person that you're trying to project into the world by focusing more on yourself rather than focusing on everyone else. The next two cards, and this is Earth energy, which is you guys. I think it's Earth. Maybe, I don't know. Now I'm not sure. I got the bear and the fox because I don't know the symbols. I should look it up. The bear and the fox. So with the bear is like waking up from a spiritual slumber. So it's like coming to this realization that, oh, okay, if I really want to be this grounded, it's like a grounded energy of like strength. It's like a strength. Then I have to look at myself, focus on myself rather than trying to get everyone else to be what I am not being myself. Okay. And the fox is the leader of the pack. So you may have children or be a boss, or in some way there's people that like look up to you. And so what this is saying is like, by doing this, by going within and focusing on yourself and being okay, that's the other thing too, is like loving yourself for who you are now, not covering it up by trying to do other things for other people. Just being like, hey, I don't have the time or energy, or don't want to put this energy into you because I want to actually do this thing, okay, or whatever it is. And yeah, this card also comes with a warning as far as like trying to control other people's behavior. So but it's like, you're a better leader when the focus is on you and how you're being in the world than on trying to get others to be a certain way in the world. So, okay, so then we go to the tarot cards, and these are the advice cards, so I'm going to put them over here. So in the past, we got the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords. So here you are this is like a defensive energy. So like you may have been defending yourself against other people. Like I said, there could be people being like this to you, like criticizing you, or you feel like you need to defend yourself all the time, but you've like got to the point where you're like, I'm giving up. And it may be you trying to be like a leader of these people, and they're just over here doing whatever they want, fighting, causing chaos, right? And you're like, I give up. You feel at a loss. And as I read these, I will pull some of these cards, okay? Again, Six of Wands reversed. That's upright, it's victory. So it's like, again, like at a loss, okay? And the wheel is the underlying energy, which to me in this reading is basically saying it's like you've gone the rounds, you've gone in circles with this people, this energy, like the same cycle over and over again, okay? Okay. These are the cards that flipped out. So we've got the Five of Cups, which is like emotional sadness, like you're looking at all the spilled cups, so it's like, okay, this is not fulfilling me. And then we've got like the Three of Pentacles, which talks about building, collaborating, and we've got the Nine of Cups reversed. So like what I'm seeing here is basically you're sad that you can't get others to collaborate like with you on whatever it is you're trying to build. So you're trying to get others to, do what you want them to do, kind of thing, because it's really something on the inside though. It's like an inside job. Okay, so we're gonna go to what I got for the future. So I'm going to clarify one of them, but because we've got the Princess of Wands, or Swords, sorry. This can be an apology a lot of times, but honestly, like if you look at the picture, it looks like she's throwing her hands. She's like, I give up. I give up on you is what I'm kind of hearing, okay? Like I give up on trying to get you to get your shit together, kind of thing, okay? I give up trying to please you. Thing is, it's like you're in this spot where it's like you feel like it's hopeless, but like giving up is actually the thing that's going to help you. Okay, so we've got Temperance. This is the card of Sagittarius if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. And this, it's reversed, so imbalance, okay? Let me see if there's anything that clarifies that. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius that's imbalanced, or you feel is imbalanced. Oh, where's Temperance? Woo! The Knight of Swords. Okay, you're cutting this person out, if it's a person, okay? But this is like, okay, I'm kind of like imbalanced, and now I'm focused, like super focused on where I'm going, okay? It could be someone coming to you that's super focused too. Okay, so we got the Prince of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. This is also a card of Sagittarius. It could also be a Leo or an Aries too that you're dealing with. But this is someone who jumps into things but then jumps out of things. So like they start, it's that start-stop energy a lot. But it also represents like our passion, desire. So like it could be that you're jumping into something that you're passionate about. So let me see. Okay, so we got the Devil. Now the Devil is actually the card of Capricorn. So it could be a you. Ten of Swords, refusing to let go. And then we got Healing. This is the card, this is the Moon. Sorry, I got this mixed up with the star. This is the Moon. So the Moon talks about, it could be secrets, mysteries, things like that. And then we got the Page of Wands reversed. So, okay, so the first two cards, this Devil energy with the Ten of Swords. Okay, the Devil energy, I know it represents Capricorn too, but the Devil energy is basically bondage. And this is like you're refusing to let something go, okay? Like refusing to let a cycle end. And so by doing that, it's like you're in bondage, okay? Because you're not being true to yourself. Your intuition is blocked, your sense of self, like who you really are. Oh, my camera's falling, I just realized. Let me fix that. Okay. Because we are creators. We're creators of our reality, of the universe, right? And when you put your, make excuses, I guess, or reasons, find reasons in the outside world as to why you can't be who you are, then you're in bondage of the Devil energy, okay? The Moon with the Page of Wands, it could be that there's something that's hidden from you. The Moon also represents a Pisces, okay, if you're dealing with a Pisces. I'm going to see more and then we'll go back to it. Because I also had gotten the Ten of Wands reversed again. That's holding on for dear life. You feel like you're going to lose yourself, but you're going to find yourself if you let go. And this, it's holding on to something for dear life. Yeah, you feel like your foundation is going to fall if you let go. You feel like, oh, you're scared. That's what I'm getting. You're really scared. Okay. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Reversed. I should say reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, this came out sideways, so it could have been reversed. But either way, the King of Wands. The King of Wands represents someone who knows what they're going to do and follows their passions. So I would think that it was supposed to be downright with this Ten of Wands, because that's like refusing to let go, and you can't follow this if you're refusing to let go. I thought I heard someone coming in. I didn't shut my door. So, look at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands, like choosing your path. But notice how she's looking at herself in the mirror. Like, this is what I feel is what you need to do. And like I said, that King of Wands is like someone who knows what they want. They follow their dreams and their goals and their passions. And they're not focused on... Hold on. Sorry, my daughter came in the room. But anyway, I don't know. I think I shuffled on accident. I was showing you the Two of Wands, but she's looking into her reflection. And the King of Wands, when he's reversed, it's like he tries to control other people's actions. When he's upright, he takes action on his passions and desires. Okay? Why is the Four of Wands reversed? Or what can we say? Okay. So, okay, we got the Queen of Wands, which again can be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and the Four of Cups. So, I feel like you might be dealing with someone, because the Four of Cups generally is like, it's like the God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is trying to give you something. It could be a message, an offer, something, and it could be coming from an individual, but you're like usually it's like refusing an offer, but like you're staying trapped in your bubble. See, in the glass bubble. You don't want to explore. You're like staying in this glass bubble because you think that if you go outside of the bubble, your whole world's going to collapse, like type of thing. It's like your world inside of you, like who you are, what you know, but it's like, yeah, there's a real need to open up. Okay, so real quick, let me get to the advice cards. There was like a bunch that popped out. There was 5. Okay, we got the High Priestess, which is like your intuitive self, okay? Intuition. We've got the Six of Cups. That can be soulmate card, but with this, I'm actually getting that this has something to do with your childhood. Okay, like the way you grew up, what you were taught, like the foundations. I'm showing an imbalance with the Two of Pentacles reversed. So I'm feeling like there's something you need to look at, right? And it might be helpful to analyze your dreams from childhood that caused like this pattern in you. Because I'm showing the World, which is like, you need to end this, heal this pattern. And then the Fool. The Fool is like jumping into that, taking a leap of faith into something, okay? What I'm going to do, since I know this is some type of childhood pattern, I'll get a clarifier for that. And then I'm going to get a clarifier for the Fool, okay? We've got the Ace of Wands reversed. It's almost like your dreams, like what you dreamt of when you were younger. Yeah, what you dreamt of when you were younger, it's like you were told that you couldn't have it, you couldn't do it, it was impossible for you to do. But anyway, I'm showing this like keeping yourself stuck. You might have been afraid a lot as a kid. Like you can see this little bunny kid is like afraid. But this is like saying that there's a need to let go of that. And I've got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I know it's a girl, but it's king. It doesn't matter if it's girl or boy. It's the energy, because we all have like masculine and feminine energies in us. But the King of Cups knows that like it's really a secure, emotionally secure energy. But sometimes the King of Cups can have a hard time showing that emotion. It can represent a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio too. In case those are energies. Sorry, I thought I saw one flip, but I didn't. Maybe do some journaling or meditating or analyzing your dreams. I'm really getting from that, because you can learn a lot that way. So the Fool, I got Judgment, which that's like a rebirth. That's like a second chance at something. And it might be more than a second chance, right? But yeah, it's like you're getting a second chance at this. Why do I forget what the 12 is? I forget what the 12 is. It might be Justice, actually. I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember. Let me see, because I think I'm missing it on my little book here, my kids. Oh, no, it's the Hanged Man. Okay. Okay, yeah, they're hanging. That makes sense. Okay, so this could represent Pisces, but with this is like basically saying you need to gain a new perspective. So like you're getting a second chance, but you need to gain a new perspective on it. It's like you need to take time out for yourself, by yourself, to look within yourself, to gain a new perspective so that you can take that leap on that second chance you're being given. And this is the starting something new. This is the Page of Pentacles. So like new projects, new ventures, new learning, new skills, school, student. Okay. So I'm going to end it right there. But that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. So if you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share. You can email me down at the email address down below if you would like personal reading. Okay, thanks.